Stop right there before you drop 500 bucks on a backyard net you're gonna regret. You see them online, they all look absolutely identical, but those price gaps are massive. Cheaper isn't always worse, but later I'll show you the one thing most buyers never check, and it costs them every time. The absolute biggest mistake average weekend golfers make is buying the cheapest net they can find without checking durability. Or they go the total opposite route and overspend on pro-level specs that cost more than a full lesson package with a local teaching pro. You see a $90 net, a $250 net, and a $600 net. The photos look exactly the same. But buy the wrong one, and you're either replacing it in 3 weeks, or you just torched hundreds of dollars you could have spent on greens fees. Before you buy, you need to hear this next part. A $100 net with thin mesh is going to tear instantly the second you start ripping drivers into it. And that $400 net, it won't magically fix your slice. True value comes down to 3 specific things: netting thickness, frame stability, and your actual yard space. If you ignore any of those 3, you are throwing money away. Let's get into the picks. Pick number 1, our best ultra-budget nets. If you're just doing casual backyard hitting or short game drills, the basic folding practice net hits the absolute lowest price point in this whole category. It's incredibly easy to move around, and it sets up fast. You can literally pull it out on a Tuesday evening, hit 50 wedges, and pack it away before dinner. That makes it a really strong value pick if you're a beginner or a golfer hitting mostly irons and wedges. But here is the honest weakness. It has much thinner netting, and it's highly unstable in the wind. If a strong gust comes through, this thing is tipping right over. Anyone hitting full drivers regularly should avoid it completely because the ball will eventually punch right through. And if you're buying used, check for tears along the edges before handing over your cash. A tiny tear becomes a massive hole after one solid 7-iron. This is exactly where most golfers waste money. Buying a used net based on pictures alone without checking for bent pole alignment is a total disaster. Think about it. Bent poles means sagging netting. Sagging netting means missed catches, and that means broken windows on your house, or worse, your neighbor's house. You always have to inspect the frame in person. Pick number 2. The best mid-range all-around net. For the mid-handicapper practicing drivers and irons a few times a week, this is your sweet spot. This option steps it up with stronger poles, thicker mesh, and a much larger hitting area. It actually holds up to repeated driver shots without forcing you into premium pricing. You're getting genuine, long-lasting durability here without that Pro Tour price tag. If you're serious about dropping your handicap and want to safely hit 100 balls a day, this frame handles that volume. While it lasts longer than the basic models, there is a clear trade-off. It's heavy, and it takes a lot more time to break down and store. You are definitely not going to want to take this down every single night. Golfers with very small yards should skip this one entirely. It'll dominate your lawn and probably annoy your family. Most buyers skip this and regret it later. Buying a massive net is a complete waste if you only have limited patio space. You'll just never set it up. It'll sit in your garage collecting dust because it's too much of a hassle. You gotta be realistic about your square footage, which leads us directly to our third solution. Pick number 3, the best net for small backyards. Apartment patio golfers or short game focused players need a net with a compact footprint and a much lower price. This net fits tight spaces perfectly and stores away super fast. You could literally set it up on a balcony if you needed to. It's absolutely perfect for chipping, pitching, and dialing in your short irons when you only have 10 feet of clearance. However, it is absolutely not designed for full driver swings. Do not even try it. The target area is just too small, and a slight mishit is flying straight into the neighbor's yard. If you're buying this specific setup used, make sure the base weights and stakes aren't broken or missing. That happens all the time on the used market, and without those weights, the net won't catch the ball safely. If buying used, this next point matters a lot. Heavy use nets show wear way faster than the owner will ever admit. You always need to ask about the hit count, and you have to ask whether it was left outside all winter. Extreme weather destroys netting. UV rays dry rot the mesh, and freezing temps make the fiberglass poles brittle. Do your homework before buying secondhand. Pick number 4, the best durable net for heavy practice. Serious weekend golfers taking full swings need this heavy-duty setup. Thanks to better netting and a much stronger frame design, your cost per practice session is actually lower over time. Sure, the initial price is higher, and yes, it takes up a ton of space, but it'll easily survive the abuse of heavy daily driver practice. If you swing fast and practice hard, buying one tough net is way cheaper than buying 3 flimsy ones over 2 years. The cheaper option is not always worse. Here is the catch. You can actually get better specs at a lower price for our fifth pick. I promise you 5 best budget golf nets in this explainer, and this is exactly how you cheat the system. You just have to be patient and hunt for discounted previous season models or open box deals from major retailers. This is our fifth pick, the best sale pick. You get the exact same core design for way less cash. Golf companies update their colors every year, but the mesh is exactly the same. You just need to carefully compare the price to newer models. If the discount is too small, skip it. Also, always check the box. Make sure the setup instructions and stakes are actually in there. Missing parts will ruin the deal. Smart buyer tips and alternatives to stop you from wasting money. First off, always match the net to your specific space. Don't buy a massive frame for a tiny yard. Second, know that no budget net handles extreme weather well. Bring it inside when the snow starts falling. Third, always look for bent poles on used gear and test the tension yourself. And finally, remember that a net is just a practice tool. Smashing 1,000 drivers into a net won't magically fix a bad golf swing if your grip is wrong to begin with. If a full net is completely out of your budget right now, don't force a bad purchase just to have something. Buying a basic chipping target or a used practice mat for short game drills is your smartest financial move right now. Mastering your wedges from 30 yards and in is going to drop your scores way faster than mindless driver practice anyway. This next part changes the final answer completely. The ultimate verdict in this explainer is that you should never overpay for premium marketing jargon. For the absolute best overall value, a solid mid-range model is the clear winner. It does the exact same job for your backyard without draining your wallet. It perfectly hits that sweet spot for durability, price, and everyday usability. Bottom line, buy the specific option that matches your space and practice habits. Casual iron drills fit the ultra-budget pick perfectly. Weekly drivers need the mid-range model. Small patios absolutely match the compact setup. And daily heavy swings require the durable net. Only pull the trigger if the price and condition make sense for your specific situation. Drop your budget, your current handicap, and whether you prefer practicing drivers or chipping down in the comments. I read them all, and it helps us plan future gear breakdowns. And be sure to subscribe to Budget Tee Box so you can play better golf without overspending.